All right, here we are. It's summer. Network shows are over. What do you watch? I've got an Apple TV 4K to show you what's on Apple TV streaming service. Now, one thing you need to know is you don't need an Apple TV 4K to watch this. We also have a Roku that we watch this on, Fire Stick. You can get Google Chromecast. You can get NVIDIA Shield. You can use your Xbox player. All that, PlayStation. If your device picks up Netflix, you can probably get Apple TV Plus. Apple TV Plus has some of the best shows you can find on TV right now, and you need to try it. It's summer, a lot of the network stuff's over, so it's time to try a few other things when you're home. Get a month, give it a try. You'll find some great stuff. One of the things it likes to do is incorporate stuff you've been watching from other places and let you know, hey, you can start up where you left off. They do not do this on Netflix because Netflix is their biggest competition, so Netflix doesn't play like that. Top of the charts right now, Presumed Innocent, Jake Gyllenhaal TV show. You're like, Jake Gyllenhaal's in a TV show? Yes, on Apple. Dark Matter. There's Uncle Owen from Star Wars. Remember him? Yeah. Okay. Defending Jacob is more than a year or two old, and it's number 3 on the charts. It's really good. Yes, Captain America. Yes. TV show. Come on. Ted Lasso. I'm sure you've heard of that. Everyone goes, you have to see Ted Lasso. It's coming back to number 4 on Apple TV. It's over. All the seasons are done. Excellent, excellent show. You don't need to know anything about soccer to watch it. In fact, the joke for the show was Ted's a football coach, American football. He didn't know anything about soccer when he got hired. That's part of the fun. Acapulco, fun show. Trying. Kids and parents. Yes, that's Maya Rudolph. She's got her own show. There's a Palm Royale. Yes, that's another Saturday Night Live vet. They've got all these big stars, big writers, big producers, big directors. They spend the money to give you super high quality stuff. Sugar. Isn't that another Academy Award winner? You know? Yeah. The Morning Show. This is one of the shows you probably heard about when Apple TV launched. Big successful show for them. Big door prize, Masters of the Air. There's Elvis. Remember watching him and Elvis? He's in this. Excellent, excellent show. From the people that brought Band of Brothers on HBO, they did this show. Franklin. That's actor, what's his name? Give me a hint. Give me a little hint. There he is, Michael Douglas. Nice that they do that, isn't it? Michael Douglas as Ben Franklin. We've been watching that. It's kind of neat. Yeah. You can't find this stuff on network TV. These are great shows. For All Mankind is our absolute favorite in this house. Absolute great show. Super. It's sort of a alternate history. What if the Russians beat us to the moon? And all the political intrigue and all the problems that happened, and Nixon just loses it and demands we get to the moon, catch up, and pass the Russians. And it's a neat show. And it's what if we hadn't cut back on money on the space race because the Cold War ended and we weren't at odds with Russia, so we stopped spending money on the space race. And this, they didn't spend, they didn't stop spending. They kept going for space. So you get to see one season, the next season's 10 years later, more space stuff's happening. Next season, more time passes, and they venture on to other great frontiers. So, last thing he told me, Jennifer Gardner, TV show. Yeah, you haven't seen these shows because these great shows Family Plan's a movie. Severance is a very high-rated show. And total disclosure, my wife and I found it odd, and we don't watch it. We've watched 2 episodes. We gave 1 and went, I don't know, ate 2. This is a super high-rated show on Apple. People love it, love it. So if I love Ted Lasso, absolutely positively, if you watch Ted Lasso and go, I didn't like it, good, great. You're in the minority, and I'm in the minority on Severance. I can see the odd humor, the quirkiness of it, and I appreciate it, but I could be watching Slow Horses, a British drama with Gary Oldman. Yes, Gary Oldman, big actor, based on a series of books. And the Slow Horses are like, think about Secret Service MI5 and the agents that didn't quite make it, or they got booted down a grade because they had screwed something up so badly. They weren't dismissed completely, but they have to go down with the other people that had messed up. And the Slow Horses are the people that messed up, but they get drug into all this political intrigue, and the main lady that runs the MI5 is always checking in with him, going, I don't want your people involved in this, but I need someone to look for this. And he's like, well, maybe we can work out a deal. He's very casual, very doesn't care about anyone, it seems, until it hits the fan. And then you see how good of an agent he used to be. So it's a very neat show. Argyle's the big movie that came out. There's Camp Snoopy for the little ones. Drops of Gold about the wine industry and a girl trying to find her place. Monarch, Legend of Monsters. That is Godzilla, yes. Excellent, excellent. Kurt Russell and Wyatt Russell, his son, played an older and younger version of the same character as time passes back and forth in flashbacks and what's going on with the legend of Monarch. If you saw any of the Godzilla movies, Monarch was a big evil. What are they doing? Investigating all these things, and they're part of Monarch, and it's a neat show. And other monsters show up, and the military gets involved, and it's really cool. Got to see it. John Goodman's in it. He makes an appearance. Lessons in Chemistry. Think of a cooking show host that's a chemist that can't get taken seriously back in, I think it's the 60s or 50s or 60s. So she does this cooking show, but then she starts talking to women about things that back then they didn't talk about, and they're like, ugh, but then they get the ratings, and it's supposed to be really good. Well, I have not seen it. It's supposed to be good. Manhunt. The guy that killed Abraham Lincoln and the hunt for him is all about that. Shrinking. Harrison Ford in a TV show. You didn't know that. He's actually in 2 TV shows. He's in 1923 on Paramount Plus, one of the prequel shows for Yellowstone. It's an excellent show. Got to see that. And he's in this Shrinking. And I said, well, this has a little bit of that comedic flair like Ted Lasso. And I checked, the people that did Ted Lasso did this show. Of course, Harrison Ford's going to say yes to that. He said yes to the Yellowstone creator. If I'm going to do TV, I might as well do it right. And boom. Right. And he's in this. He's excellent. Those are just 25, top of the charts. You get baseball on Apple TV. Limited time movies. Oh, they have some great Hollywood movies they show, and they're still commercial free on Apple TV. They haven't quite got there yet with the ads and ad-free thing yet. So still enjoy it right now in this summer, hopefully, for the whole summer. No ads. Neat. All these great movies you can watch currently, today, and they keep them for a little while and switch them up with other big hits. So if you've never seen any of these movies, get your Apple TV Plus now, and they hopefully will still be there, and you can just watch all these great Hollywood movies commercial free, which is really the way to watch a movie. I mean, it's like watching in the theater when you're watching commercial free. Oh, I loved Underworld. Wolf of Wall Street was excellent. Mummy, I remember The Mummy. Why? Oh, these are all great. There's Kurt Russell again, Tombstone. Fifth Element, Bruce Willis, and Gary Oldman when he was younger. Town, You Got Mail, Tom Hanks. Oh, 2 Tom Hanks movies that you probably haven't seen are on Apple TV Plus. They got the rights during COVID and just bought them. So you need to check those out. Prometheus, one of the Alien movies. Pacific Rim. Unforgiven is supposed to be one of Clint's best performances. I mean, these are great, great movies. Does your regular streaming service have this many great movies on it? Just whatever you're subscribing to now. Old school fun. Channels, they want you to subscribe through them so they can get a little cut of the action. Okay, everyone wants to do that. The Banker is a movie. Finn Jacob. It might have been a movie instead of a TV show. If I remember right. Coming soon. Land of Women, Fancy Dance, Sunny, Fly Me to the Moon, Scarlett Johansson, and the guy from Magic Mike, what's his name? Lady in the Lake, Women in Blue, Investigators, Bad Monkey. I wanted to see that. Another season of Pachinko. Pachinko is a pretty good movie. If you saw Shogun and loved it on Hulu, Pachinko you probably should check out and see if you'd like it. Wandala. It's like Wandala. It looks pretty good. It looks animated. Me. Time Bandits. Oh, I remember the new series. I didn't know that was coming out. That's cool. Popular shows on other apps. Yeah, we're watching Monsieur Spade. It's on Amazon right now. Season Pass. You can subscribe to the Season Pass on Apple TV Plus and watch all these great games. See the big guy himself. What's his name? Messi. Explore movies. So you can rent and buy stuff on Apple TV Plus. If you have an iPhone, it's absolutely easy to use because a lot of times when you're searching, it'll pop up on your iPhone. And you can type it on your iPhone instead of going click, 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 like you do on everybody else's remotes. Sports. Different sports you can get a hold of. You get Fox, that's ESPN3. Top at the box office to buy or rent. You can buy and rent on Apple. That's what I said earlier. Excellent. Did like Dune 2 better than 1. I thought 1 was very good, but 2 was really good. Presumed Innocent. Yeah, I've seen the trailer for that. Trending. Wild Cards is a neat show on the CW network. You can use the free CW app to watch it. And it's telling you if you like different shows, you might enjoy these other shows, but they're on different streaming services right now. But it gives you the recommendations. Great movies on Apple TV Plus we just saw. Kingsman, Bad Boys, Napoleon, Fury, yeah. Luck. Luck was good. We watched Luck. Luck was good. I liked Luck. My wife loves 27 Dresses. There's Greyhound, one of the Tom Hanks movies. The better of the two. It's really neat. World War II drama. Very good. Ghosted was fun. Ghosted was a neat movie. You know, the Chris Evans. And the Blade Runner sequel was pretty good. Master and Commander is an excellent movie. Inception's good. Everyone, I think, seen that. Apollo 13. Everyone's seen Apollo 13, I hope. I hope you should have seen Apollo 13. And Will Smith. Action-packed. Comedies. All movies. On the Rocks. Oh boy, Bill Murray. Miss Congeniality's fun. Sci-fi. There's Tom Hanks. I was looking for it. There's the other Tom Hanks movie. It's called Finch. It takes place in kind of a post-apocalyptic future. And there's You Got Mail, one of the classics of Tom Hanks movies everyone loves. Friends with Benefits, great movie. There's Magic Mike. There's our Magic Mike buddy. Sharper was all right. Sharper was pretty good. It was just, I thought it was pretty good, and that was about it. I was like, it wasn't too bad. Wolf of Wall Street, I love Wolf of Wall Street. That was great. Popular dramas. Coda gets the Academy Award, and guess where it came out, or who put it out? Apple TV. Apple put it out, and they won the Academy Award because they released it in theaters, and it wins the Academy Award that year. Beats all the big studios, crushes them, and they're all looking like, really? Simple little movie, boom, we got knocked out by Apple. So if you haven't seen Coda, sit down with the family, good family movie, and watch Coda. Okay? So after all this, original films, a Michael J. Fox movie, a little thing on Steph Curry, if you haven't seen that, Selena Gomez, little documentary for her. All these great movies you could be watching, all these great TV shows. Wolf Walker, fun. I liked Wolf Walker. It was good. Welcome Home, Franklin. Blush. Blush was a neat little short. Billie Eilish. If you like Billie Eilish, something you probably haven't seen because you don't have Apple TV Plus. A lot of stuff here. It's been a year or two, so a lot of it's not at the tops right anymore. A lot of Peanuts stuff, if you got kids, is on Apple TV Plus now. They bought the rights to run a lot of that and create new content. And Boys Day, okay. So what are you going to get now? Apple TV Plus. Summer's light on content. A lot of people aren't home a lot. It's not that expensive. Get Apple TV Plus. Try it out for a month. You'll be sitting on the edge of your seat waiting for the next season of For All Mankind like we are. And as soon as it comes out, we're watching it. There's sometimes you stream stuff and you say, I'll get it for a month, drop it for 2 months, get it for a month, drop it. Or my plan for Netflix. If you can rotate Netflix, some of you, if you ever complained, I can't find anything to watch on Netflix, then you've had Netflix too long. But Netflix has an ad version and a no ad version. And the ad version sometimes will lock a movie or two out or a couple shows out, and you can't watch them, which is, you got tons of stuff to watch anyway on Netflix, so it doesn't really matter. But if you alternate that, like if you're skipping 2 months, the next time, like it's summer and winter, are the big times to have Netflix. Because if anyone comes over to the house at the holidays, or comes over for summer vacation, their relatives, they come over and say, oh yeah, Netflix, cool, let's watch this, and it's locked out. Really? It's locked out? But in summer and winter, you get it, no ads, nothing's locked out, you watch everything. In the fall and spring, if you get it, ads, if you get 1 or 2 movies locked out, you don't care because you're watching Netflix, you're watching 8,000 different shows and movies anyway, and the next time you get Netflix, you can get it. You can skip it for 2 months, or you can skip 1 month and have an off and on with the ads, on with the ads, off with the ads. So you could do that. And you can do that with all of them. Usually 2 months is pretty good for most of them. Peacock I wouldn't bother with unless you just got to have your NBC shows when, the Chicago Fire comes back, and Chicago Med, and Chicago, whatever, PD, yeah. When all those guys come back. On Peacock, you do have Yellowstone because they bought the rights to broadcast Yellowstone for the next little while, and everyone's waiting for the final season to pop up on Peacock. Amazing that is. Max is dropping bad with not releasing shows. They've still got their Discovery content if you love Discovery Channel, but most of their regular stuff is just slowly dripping out there, so you can skip Max for a couple months and come back and catch up real quick and binge like you do on Netflix. You get a big release. Now Netflix is getting smart. They're starting to release some shows part 1 and part 2. Let's say you'll get a binge of 3 or 4 episodes, and then you'll get the other 3 or 4 episodes in a couple months. part 2. So they've kind of started skipping, and they've experimented with it. You know, they've had 1 or 2 shows where it will give you a couple and then make you wait a little bit, and week, and then they went back to dropping everything. But people love Netflix. They don't have all the best content, but they have all the content. You know what I mean? They've got so much stuff, it's hard to run out. But if you ever run out, drop Netflix for a month. They'll send you reminders, probably send you a deal on email. Please come back and we'll give you this. So you know the deal with the ads and ad-free. Oh yeah, we watch Jurassic World. We watch a lot of anime or animation. Jurassic World, the first one, Camp Cretaceous, was very good. It's from the teens. Spielberg is part of it. And the guy that did the Jurassic World movies is part of all this. They were writing, producing, they were doing all that stuff to make sure this is a high quality show. And this is kind of a follow-up to the other show. But there's Apple TV Plus. This tells you what's YouTube should be your number 1 stop, okay? The most popular app on your streaming device. Tell everybody, every video must. Is YouTube. You want to watch 5 or 10 more minutes of something? Put it on YouTube. Find something for 5 or 10 minutes and watch it. Watch a little highlight of your last sport events. Who won the game? Watch a little weather update. What's going on with the weather? What's coming up the coast? What? You know, watch news clips, watch how-tos, get your favorite people that you like watching their videos. My wife has them and I have them. And we watch completely different things on YouTube. And you can go on the app and it has identities just like these guys where they can separate stuff. Except for Apple right now. Well, now they do. See, it says Scott. So I could put my wife's name in there. They had that added recently. So enjoy Apple TV Plus. It's worth the money. I'm telling you, just get it for a month and sit back and watch For All Mankind, watch Ted Lasso, watch Trying, enjoy some movies with Tom Hanks, and you'll say that was well spent. We can skip it, especially if you're dropping Netflix for a month. Say, if I need some high quality content to watch, I need something to watch. And Apple TV, if you've never had it, you've got tons of quality content to watch. If you drop a couple services and say, I'm going to drop for a month, I always start them at the first of the month, cancel by the 15th, but usually or 28th, something like that. And you'll get your 30 days or so, whatever they decide is your month. That's the other problem. You can't get too close, or they'll renew you real quick, and you'll be like, crud, I didn't want to spend that money again. So just get your month at the first, set an alarm on your phone, put it in your calendar, and under the calendar settings, when you edit, you'll see you can repeat monthly. So the first of every month, and then remind me day before, and put day before so you get a reminder. So you might want to do it then, day before. But put it in there, and then maybe the 15th, put a little reminder. Because if you get a free trial, if someone gives you a week's free trial and you kind of look at it like, oh, or 10 days free, you're like, oh, thanks. And then you cancel before the 10 days or week is over, you're canceled. That's it, they stop. So give yourself to the 15th and then put a note to just, yeah, that was the equalizer. My wife likes that. And I think it's good too. Just by the 15th at least, send yourself a message day before or day after in the edit. Every month. You're looking at your phone every month. Oh, yeah, cancel streaming service. Add streaming service. And you'll get to be a professional with these streaming services like you won't believe. Keep a list of some of the shows you want to watch. You see a thing that says, oh, a new movie coming to Netflix. Oh, really? When's that? Oh, I'll have to catch it next month. I don't have Netflix this month, but I'll write that down. Just write it down. Use the notes on your phone, coming to TV, whatever, title of that, and pin it to the top. There's a little thing that says pin. Hit the little thing, pin it, and it'll stay up high all the time. And what's on TV, create your own network with a list. What comes on Monday? What do you want to come on Monday? It's on demand. Any show you want, you could put down as Monday's show. Tuesday, put a different group of shows. Wednesday, a different group of shows. You may want to see The Acolyte from Disney. That's what's out right now. Disney's got the Acolyte, and they're not going to show you. They don't play with Apple like that. And Apple usually shows its content up here and something's up. So I'll have to check for an update maybe. But get Apple TV Plus. It's worth it. Summer 2024. What else you got to do? It's hot. You don't want to go outside. You've done all your little stuff in the morning. And it's like, okay, it's hot. Let's stay in, plop down, watch something on TV, right? Or tonight after you get home from work. It's hot outside, sticky. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to eat, and I'm going to watch For All Mankind. I'm going to watch Trying It. You see what I'm saying? All right. Have a good one. Thumbs up. Subscribe if you learned anything. I hope you did. Goodbye.